A very good day to my lecturer. Today, my group mates and I will be presenting about presentation 1. So my name is Kasthuri BALAMURUGAN with metric number B0324109000. So our presentation consists of few things. The first and foremost is consultation company, producing security solution, strategies in buying hardware or software, WBS, network diagram, and also gun chart. So I'll be talking about the company logo. So our company is called NetLink Tech Consultancy. So as you can see, this is the name of our company and also our company logo. So moving on to the next part is about company profile. So it was established in 2022, located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So the nature of our business is about IT network and cybersecurity consulting. So NTC is basically our NetLink Tech Consultancy is a specialized consulting agency that focuses on network design, cybersecurity solutions, and also bandwidth optimization. So the purpose of this company is to deliver comprehensive network and security solutions that maximizes bandwidth efficiency, strengthen system reliability, improve data performance for real-time logistics operations. So the services offered in our company is bandwidth management and quality of service, QoS optimization, network architecture design and evaluation, firewall, VPN and data security implementation. Next is network monitoring and performance assessment, cybersecurity auditing and risk mitigation. Last but not least, IT staff training and maintenance services. So as you can see, this is our organizational chart. So the type of chart is functional organizational structure. So at the top, you can see there will be project sponsor, which is Mr. Aaron Chris. So below that would be project manager, operations manager, network engineer, and customer service. So project manager is lead by Ms. SHASHWINI, and under her will be project staff. So operations manager will be lead by Mr. DEENESHWARAN. So under him will be logistics staffs. And then moving on to the next part is network engineer, which is led by Mr. KAVINESH. Under him will be IT technicians. So customer service will be Miss Kasthuri, and below her will be the supported staffs.
Okay, for my part, I'm going to give the security solutions. Okay, first of all, why we must give the security solution? What is the main goal? What is the key point? And what is the components that we are giving the security solutions based on? So, the main goal is to ensure secure, efficient, and stable data transmission across logistic networks through the implementation of security-based bandwidth management system. So what is the benefit of the security points and what is the key points? And let's see. So it will be protect network from cyber threats, example for data breaches, DOS attacks, and also maintain stable connections for real-time logistic operations, ensure compliance with PDPA and MCMC regulations. So what are the components? First is VPN encryption. This will establishes encrypted communication tunnels between branches and also prevents data interception during transfers between dispatch centers. The second one will be the firewall configuration. Firewall configuration filters incoming and outgoing traffic and also block unauthorized access. It will be also protects internal system from malware or intrusion attempts. Third will the quality of service. Prioritize essential logistic traffic, example for GPS, CRM apps, and also minimize latency and congestion during peak hours. For the first security solution, I'm going to explain about the deployment of bandwidth monitoring tools. Okay, what's the implementation steps? Install monitoring tools at main and branch networks. Configure dashboards to monitor bandwidth with utilization and latency. Apply traffic shaping policies to control non-essential usage, and also test at one pilot branch before full deployment. So what are the tools we are going to use for the deployment of bandwidth monitoring tools? So the tools are PRTG network monitor. It is a real-time network traffic analysis. And also the other tool is the SolarWinds, which is used for the bandwidth tracking and performance visualization. So for the next security solution is a security framework implementation. So in this, we are going to see the what is the security framework and what is the security layers that we are going to apply or implement for these security solutions. Okay, first, the security layers we are going to use is the physical layer, data layer, application layer, user layer, and network layer. So what is the benefits of this usage of these security layers? So the benefits are ensures secure and to-end data flow, prevents unauthorized logins and internal misuse, increases transparency through centralized control. In this part, we are going to see about the security layers and what are the security layers can do and what is the benefits and what is the usage. First, network layer. Network layer implements firewall, QoS, and router ACL, which is access control list configuration. It also controls traffic flow and blocks unauthorized access, and also ensures that only approved IP and ports can transmit data between branches. Next is data layer. Data layer protect data through VPN encryption, which is the secure platform, data masking, and also secure cloud storage. It also prevents data interception or leakage during transfers. Data layer also ensures compliance with PDPA and data protection standards. And next is user layer. User layer authentication through radius server and access policies. And then application layer protects web-based tools and delivery apps from phishing and SQL injection attacks, which is can more prevent unauthorized access, and also data theft from the malicious attack and hackers. And last is the physical layer. Physical layer access limited to the authorized personnel only via RFID badges or CCTV monitoring. The final security solution will be the testing and validation. Okay, why we must do the testing and validation? Why it must so important as a consider as a security solution? So this is the point. Testing and validation, it verifies security effectiveness. So how? Testing confirms that VPN's encryptions, firewall rules, and QoS policies are correctly configured. So it also without testing, vulnerabilities like open ports or weak encryption could remain unnoticed. Testing and validation also ensures network stability. Security solutions should not slow down or disrupt operation. So as a testing latency, bandwidth, and packet flow helps confirm the network is both secure and efficient. Next is detects misconfigurations and earlier. Pilot testing identifies problems like blocked legitimate traffic or unstable VPN connection. It also fixes this early prevents large-scale downtime during full rollout. So next is validates real-world performance. So by running tests at the pilot branch, which is we can take for a DHCL client, the team sees how the new system behaves under real delivery operations. These steps confirm that the security setup supports actual logistic workflow safely. Next is the compliance and audit readiness. Testing provides proof that the system meets PDPA and MCMC security standards, and also the logs from Wireshark and PRTG server as documentation of proper security operations.
Hi everyone, my name is KAVINESH, and today I'll be talking about the strategies for buying hardware and software. So the main goal involved here is to ensure the organization selects cost-effective, secure, and compatible hardware or software that meets the project requirements lah. So this must support future growth as well as improve overall network performance without exceeding the budget limit stated. So the key points in this is to ensure the technology meets the project and network requirements while maintaining cost efficiency and staying within the budget lah. So the next point is to select and secure products that comply with PDPA and MCMC, as well as choose hardware and software that is compatible. So the components involved here is number one, project requirements. Number two, budget and cost evaluation. Number three, vendor selection. Number four, compatibility. Number five, security and compliance. Number six, scalability. This is all strategies for buying hardware and software lah. Moving on with the first strategy, which is project requirements. So basically, what this means here is what we need before buying the hardware or the software. So first and foremost is to identify the main network issues lah, such as congestion, unstable data transmission, slow GPS tracking, and communication delays. So we must understand operational needs for delivery tracking, CRM system, driver communication, and branch-to-branch connectivity, as well as to define performance goals such as reducing latency, improving bandwidth allocation, and ensuring 24/7 uptime or around the clock uptime lah. So for number two, which is budget and cost evaluation, which means we must ensure cost efficiency and financial control in buying hardware and software. So first and foremost, we must evaluate total cost of ownership, which includes the purchase, installation, licensing, support, and long-term maintenance. So this ensures the purchases we make remain within the project budget, which is 50,000 ringgit. So we must also avoid hidden cost by checking renewal fees, subscription terms, and upgrade requirements within the software or hardware. As for number three, vendor selection, it's basically to choose reliable hardware and software providers. So we must compare multiple vendors for quality, performance, delivery time, and technical support. And we must also consider suppliers that are experienced in logistics and network optimization. So we may evaluate reputation, warranty policies, and review product reliability when we are going to select a vendor lah. So for number four, which is compatibility, which is basically ensuring our solutions fit with the existing infrastructure. So the new hardware or software must integrate smoothly with existing routers, switches, and applications used. So we may ensure compatibility with chosen monitoring tools like PRTG or SolarWinds. So this may minimize downtime by avoiding products that require major infrastructure redesign. As for number five, which is security and compliance, which means protecting the data and meeting legal requirements. So we must ensure solutions comply with PDPA and MCMC guidelines for data protection and safe communication. We must choose products that support encryption, VPN tunnels, firewalls, and secure access control. So this may protect sensitive delivery data such as driver locations, customer information, and dispatch communication. As for number six, scalability, which means we prepare the system for future growth. So the hardware we install must support additional branches, users, and higher data volume as logistic operations always expand lah. So the software we install should also be able to handle growing network traffic and more devices without affecting performance. So we ensure this by having upgrade parts for future technology needs lah. Let's say higher bandwidth or more advanced monitoring tools. So this is the few of the many strategies that is involved for buying hardware and software for a project.
So as you can see, this is our organizational chart. So the type of chart is functional organizational structure. So at the top, you can see there will be project sponsor, which is Mr. Aaron Chris. So below that would be project manager, operations manager, network engineer, and customer service. So project manager is led by Ms. SHASHWINI, and under her will be project staff. So operations manager will be led by Mr. DEENESHWARAN. So under him will be logistic staffs. And then moving on to the next part is network engineer, which is led by Mr. KAVINESH. Under him will be IT technicians. So customer service will be Miss KASTHURI, and below her will be the supported staffs. So there are 5 main phases in WBS: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling. The last one is closing. So we will look on initiation. So the objective is to establish clarity and approval for the project. So what are the key activities is review current network issues, identify all the departments which are involved, document any initial project needs, align goals with sponsors, and confirm budget and also timeline. So The second phase is about planning. So the objective of this phase is to develop a complete actionable project blueprint. So the key activities are conduct traffic flow inspection, identify bandwidth bottlenecks, plan VLAN and QoS rules, estimate hardware or software costs, prepare task duration and dependencies, identify threats, delays, and cost issues, prepare procurement lists, which are for router, switch, firewall, and load balancer. Phase 3 is about execution. So implement and configure the entire network solutions. So the work activities are configure routing, ACL and VLAN, apply QoS templates and bandwidth limits, deploy firewall security rules, install IDS or IPS tune signatures, set up dashboards and alerts, configure failover and health check, run penetration test and system optimization. So the fourth phase will be about controlling. So the objective is ensure the solution runs optimally. So the key work activities are monitor bandwidth usage, review system logs and alerts, investigate network errors, adjust the QoS, firewall, and IDR setting if anything that's applicable, and then generate performance report. The last phase would be closing. So the objective of this closing is to finalize the project and transfer the ownership. So the key work activities are compile technical documentation, provide handover to operations and IT, train staffs on new system, record challenges and successes, get formal approval from sponsor. So the next slide will be continued by the following presenter. Thank you.
With magic number B0324106676. Today, I'm gonna present you the network diagram of our work project. Overall, I can say the network diagram is to visualize our project phase connection. Well, we can see here there is total 5 phases that we have included in our project. Firstly, initiation phase. Secondly, planning phase. Thirdly, execution phase. Fourth, monitoring and controlling phase. And fifth is closing phase. Well, the network diagram at this phase is showing that initiate phase as 2 task goals, which are define project goals and conduct kickoff meeting, is connect to planning phase, which are plan network infrastructure and develop network and securing. Continue by it is connect to execution phase, which is procure and installation of hardware and the software. At the same time, we can see that there is another connection, which is a review performance report. That it is where it is actually from monitoring and controlling phase, and the review performance report is the last task that we've been doing, and the monitoring and controlling phase is connect to prepare final report and network. Then continue to conduct hardware and user testing is actually under closing phase. The network diagram is continuing to here, where the configure QoS and traffic policy with deploy bandwidth monitoring and also conduct pilot testing and validation is actually under education phase, that it is actually connect to monitoring bandwidth data and analyze latency and efficiency metric, where it is actually under the monitoring and controlling phase. Overall, this network diagram is actually showing that the task goals of each phases is actually connect to each other of it. That means, such as we example like without we finish the conduct pilot testing and validation, we can't move to monitoring bandwidth data because it is necessary to finish the conduct pilot testing and the validation to make sure that monitoring bandwidth data is go as well as we expected. Now I'm gonna talk about Gantt chart of our project. Basically, Gantt chart is actually showing us the overall timeline of this project. Therefore, this table is represent details of our timelines, such as duration, start timing, date, finish timing and date, and the predecessor, also with the resource name. As I said, there is a total 5 phases in our project. Each of phase, as we have give estimation duration of days that we will be complete the task of course, such as at the initiation phase, total we have expect that initiate phase will be done in 5 days, which is from 3 October 2025 from 8 a.m. to 9 October 2025 5 p.m. Well, under the initiation phase, there is two goal of tasks where define project goals and scope, then conduct kick-off meetings and project charter. Well, this is the overall of our Gantt chart to present the timeline of our project. So we can see here that the first phase, which is initiation phase, is estimate for 5 days to be complete. And the one who's in charge, which is we call as a resource name, is a Miss Shashwini. Continue by the second phase, which is planning phase, that we estimate it will be done in 12 days. Where is 10 October 2025, 8 a.m. to 27 October 2025, 5 p.m. And it will be in charge by Mr. KAVINESH. Continue by the execution phase, where we estimate that is total 15 days will be used for complete this phase. Start from 28 October 2025, 8 a.m. to 17 November 2025, 5 p.m. And this is actually will be in charge by Mr. Kavinesh. That totally I can predict is 94% will be in charge by Mr. Kavinesh, and the balance of 5% will be in charge by Mr. Dineshwaran. At this phase, we will be using switch, firewall, load balancer, SolarWinds PRTG, because there is a fair goal task that we name as a procure and install hardware and software. So at this task, we will mainly focus on fix, setup, can say like buy and install the hardware and software, that where the interest person is Mr. Kavinesh. And at this phase, Mr. Dineshwaran will be conduct the task, which is conduct pilot testing and validation. Okay. Continue by monitoring and controlling phase. We estimate 18 days, start from 18 November 2025, 8 a.m. to 11 December 2025, 5 p.m. This will be the person that in charge for this task is Miss Shashwini, that will be contribute to 20%, and Miss Kasthuri also will be contribute the balance of 80%. Okay, so we can see that Miss Shashwini will work on a review performance report and stakeholders. But before that, Miss Kasthuri will be finish the task of monitoring bandwidth data with PRTG dashboard and also analyze latency and efficiency metric. Then continue by the last one, which is a closing phase. Closing phase. We estimate for 10 days, start from 12 December 2025, 8 a.m. to 25 December 2025, 5 p.m. It will be in charge by Miss SHASHWINI, as the task is prepare final report and network diagram and also conduct and user training. Well, overall, we can see that the predecessor of each of tasks is actually connect to the previous task. Such as we can see that at the planning phase, plan network infrastructure upgrade. It is actually we need to, before to plan network infrastructure upgrade, we actually need to conduct kickoff meeting and project charter so that we can explain what is the purpose of the project. We can explain how the project is going to be, what is necessary equipments and things that we should be implement in this project and so on. So we can see that the predecessor for each task is very important. Where the previous task is very important to be sorry, to be complete, to be done for the current task. Okay, so that's all for me. Conclusion. The project successfully enhanced network reliability, security, and bandwidth efficiency for logistic operation. With proper planning, structured WBS, and strategic procurement, the system ensures compliance with MCMC while supporting real-time performance. Overall, the solution strengthens cybersecurity, improves operational stability, and prepare the network for future scalability.